Professional maturity is often misunderstood. It is assumed to come with time, experience, age, titles, years in the same field. And while those things can contribute to maturity, they do not guarantee it. Because you can have years of experience and still operate reactively. You can hold a senior role or a senior title and still make emotionally driven decisions. You can be highly skilled and still lack alignment. So today, I want to clarify something important: what professional maturity actually looks like. Not on paper, but in practice. Let's anchor something important first. High-achieving corporate women do not burn out because they are weak. They burn out because they are misaligned. And maturity is what allows you to recognize misalignment early and respond to it wisely, not reactively. Let's begin here. Professional maturity is not about how much you can handle. It is about how to choose what to handle. That is the shift. Because high-achieving women build their careers on capacity. They can do more, they carry more, they solve more, they deliver more. And for a long time, that works. But at higher levels, maturity is not measured by capacity. It is measured by discernment, knowing what to take on and what not to. Let's go deeper. There are 4 markers of professional maturity. The first is decision quality. Mature professionals do not rush decisions. They do not react to pressure. They do not choose based on urgency. They create space. They evaluate. They think through consequences. They consider alignment, not just opportunity. And this is especially important during transitions because emotional decisions often feel right in the moment but create complications later. Maturity slows the process, not to delay, but to improve the outcome. The second marker is identity clarity. Mature professionals know who they are, not in a fixed way, but in a grounded way. They understand what they value, how they operate best, what environments support them, what kind of work aligns with their identity. And because of this clarity, they do not chase every opportunity. They filter, they evaluate, they choose intentionally. The third marker is emotional regulation. This is one of the most underrated aspects of professional maturity. You will experience pressure, disappointment, uncertainty, conflict. These are part of professional life. But maturity is reflected in how you respond to them, not whether you experience them. Mature professionals do not suppress emotions, but they do not let emotions drive decisions. They create space between feeling and action, and in that space, they choose wisely. The fourth marker is alignment-based boundaries. Mature professionals do not operate without structure. They understand their capacity, their role, their priorities, and they set boundaries that reflect that understanding. Not rigidly, but intentionally. They do not overextend to prove value. They contribute where they are most effective, and they protect their ability to sustain that contribution over time. Now, let's bring these 4 together: decision quality, identity clarity, emotional regulation, and aligned boundaries. These are the foundations of professional maturity, and none of them are tied to titles. They are tied to how you think, how you decide, and how you operate. Now, let's address something important. Many high-achieving women confuse performance with maturity. They think, if I am delivering results, I am operating at a high level. And while performance matters, it is not the same as maturity, because performance can be driven by pressure, by overextension, by constant effort. Maturity is different. It is stable, consistent, aligned. It does not require constant adjustment, and it does not come at the cost of identity. Let me give you a metaphor. Think of two leaders. One is constantly reacting, responding quickly, taking on more, managing everything directly. They perform well, but they are always under pressure. The other one is measured. They think before acting. They delegate effectively. They protect their focus. They make fewer decisions, but better ones. Both may achieve results, but only one is operating from maturity. Now, let's connect this back to alignment, because maturity protects alignment. When you are mature in your thinking, you recognize misalignment early. You do not ignore subtle signals. You do not override your internal awareness. You adjust. You recalibrate. You make thoughtful decisions. And that prevents burnout. Because burnout often comes from ignoring misalignment for too long. This is why the RTS method is structured the way it is. Realign, transition, sustain. Realign requires identity clarity. Transition requires decision quality. Sustain requires emotional regulation and boundaries. Because alignment is not just about getting to the right place. It is about operating at the right level once you are there. Let's bring this together. If you are a high-achieving corporate woman, professional maturity is your next level. Not just responsibility, not just success, but better alignment, better decisions, better structure. Let's recap. Professional maturity is not time. It is discernment. It is decision clarity. It is decision quality. It is identity clarity. It is emotional regulation. It is aligned boundaries. And when these are in place, success becomes sustainable, not exhausting. If you are navigating a season of growth right now, you are not just advancing, you are evolving. And evolution requires maturity, not just effort. In the next video, we are bringing everything together. The RTS method, realign, transition, sustain. So you can see clearly how all this fits into a structured path forward and how to move with clarity from where you are now to where you are meant to be. I will see you on the next one.